So I'm at the pool today, and I was just here scrolling on my laptop. And I just want to share them with y'all because I'm gonna share these stories with y'all real quick. The first story is telling my coworker his weird dramatic relationship is cringy and annoying. So right here, I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna react to it. So, his girlfriend works with us in the same building. The relationship is super weird as they are always fighting and breaking up, then getting back together at work. They often make a show of them making up, like the last time he sent her 3 dozen roses from different delivery companies, then walked in a suit at the end of the day with a single red rose, at which point he dramatically dipped and kissed her. What made it super cringe is how focused they were on literally everyone else, obviously looking for people's reactions. Like, it was noticeable that for days after, people awkwardly brought up how desperate they seemed for a positive response. That's a little cringy. Let's go to the next one. A few days ago, he apparently overheard another coworker mentioned that they didn't really like his girlfriend code, so naturally John made out with her against this coworker's desk. He was really dramatic about it. Like, he marched into the room and pulled her up, then dramatically pulled her across the room and kissed her, leaning against this random dude's desk, all because this dude didn't like her coding. I feel like he was going for a movie kiss moment. But because this is IRL, everyone was just watching like, what the F? So, homeboy cheats on his girlfriend because they didn't, with a coworker that didn't like his girlfriend. Another time, they wouldn't stop talking about how they just watched a Grease marathon. I don't even know how I thought there was only one movie, and for like a month after, he would sing the song to her a few times. Even had to be told to quiet down because he would try to bust into a song, or her even almost climbing on desks. She plays into the weirdness a lot too very much, playing up her reaction like clapping her hands in front of her and baiting her eyes very dramatically. Then she'll half shout stuff like, "Oh John, you're so romantic. I swear I've seen her swan. I feel like this would be cute if I was rare." And they were charismatic couple if I felt authentic, but as it is extremely annoying and cringy. The desperate idiots of them, they just feel toxic. No one likes it. During their last skit, the desk kiss, I whispered to another coworker, "Sir, this is Wendy's stupid meme." I know. And the coworker laughed, which John overheard. He cornered me later and demanded I tell him what was funny. I wanted to be nice, so I tried to explain to him that his antics were distracting and kind of weird. He snapped at me that I was just lonely and miserable. I lost my temper a bit and told him he is just cringy and annoying. Now he glares at me a ton, and I expect some weird dramatic relation. I am half considering in John, as a pretty much everyone else here. We are a company and everyone else is professional, efficient. No one likes having to walk around them in the break room because they are slow dancing. Yes, that happens. No one likes the weird, totally not put on skits. To be frank, how desperately they obviously are seeking attention and approval sets my teeth on edge. So I'm an a-hole with a stick up my butt. Are they super weird? I think this story is a little cringy if you ask me. This story is definitely a little too cringy if you ask me. So, from what I gathered here, the guy is cheating on his girlfriend with a coworker. There's a dramatic relationship, cringy and annoying. Overall, I think this is a little bit of a, I don't know. Let's read the comments though. One comment says, their intent to put their relationship on show is affecting other people in the workplace. They need to keep the relationship drama outside of work. Please contact HR about it, perhaps with others who are similarly tired of these big dramatics. Dare to work, not to live out of rom-com fantasy. I totally agree. Work relationships can be a little toxic. It is always best to not date someone you work with, only because it can bring a lot of drama. I've seen it, I've witnessed it myself. So I do agree with this guy on that one, 100%. But if you can keep the relationship out of work and you can be professional at work, then maybe it's not a bad idea, But most 9 times out of 10, people that do date at work, relationships, 9 times out of 10, they can be a fail, That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, comment. This is not even rom-com fantasy. This is TikTok romantic couple content creator fantasy. Yeah, I think I agree with this guy, 100%. 100%. This is TikTok romantic couple fantasy, 100%. And just to put out the perspective there, it's just a lot of drama and cringy. Here, let me read. Here, let's go. Ooh, let's read another comment. Oh, this one's funny. Let's read this one. I second this. Select a song with your other coworker that you will all agree to blast as soon as this starts happening. Bonus, if you can set up a Bluetooth across the room so they don't know who's playing it, that'll drive them wild. I might suggest that's what's new. No. That is no. Oh no. This, I can't say the word, but I'll spell it out. What he's saying in this. Basically, he's telling them to suggest a song that starts with Pussy, cat. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Whew. That's cringy. Let's see. Let's read one more, then we're gonna move on. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. We're thinking small potatoes here, but somehow I anticipate they'll pull this shit enough that 12 times come and go pretty quickly. Man, laughing emoji, Molani would be proud. Would also like to suggest everyone makes exaggerated kissy faces through the duration of the song. I know this just makes everyone a sexual harasser, but this situation calls for some light shouting. What? My man. I have no comments on this comment. I have no comments on this one. Here, we're gonna move stories. Let's go to the next story we're gonna do is. Oh, this one sounds interesting. Let's see. It's called AITA, or this relationship doomed because these little idiot crises are already driving me crazy. That one sounds interesting. Let's read that one. Okay, let's read this one. ALTA. For feeling like my partner annoying habits are deal breakers. My girlfriend 3OF and me 3OF have been together going on 3 years. We live together. Okay. 3 years y'all live together. For some time we have been at odds with each other, and it is coming to a point where we may end the relationship. I need some internet stranger input on if IATA for holding on to ridiculous expectation and letting controlling alpha behavior ruin a good thing. She has behaviors that annoy the hell out of me. and I either need to chill out and find coping skills around some of my frustration, or take these as red flags for longevity. So 3 years. Y'all been living for 3 years together. Y'all going on 3 years. You're considering ending the relationship because she shows weird behaviors. It depends on the. So here's how I'm gonna react to it. Here's what I'll say. Some behaviors are weird. Behaviors like toxicity, cheating, all that other stuff. Yeah, those are red flags. You need to go. Like, if you can't, like, if there's certain stuff that she can do but you can't do, that relationship needs to end. There's no reason for that to even continue to go, because quite frankly, at the end of the day, relationships are going to come down to respect and communication. If it's just 75% one side, 10% the other side, it's not going to work out. And I have a lot of relationship experiences that I could share all day, but yeah. And then toxicity behaviors like this are a no-go for me. And quite frankly, I would be annoyed too if I was going through something like this. I'm not even gonna lie, but I think it's important to communicate with your partner. Hey, the toxicity needs to stop. Whatever the problem is, needs to stop. If she can agree to stopping it, then y'all have a way to go. If not, you need to end it, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but you need to end it. That's my personal opinion. Let's continue. Ever heard of RLS? Restless leg syndrome. That's her, but more than just legs. Her legs and body are always moving and taping and ticking and jumping around. We'll sit at a restaurant and she is just a little jumping bean in her seat. I believe I am a little extra with my androgens because I am self-diagnosed with mesophobia. What's that? What's mesophobia? Never heard of that. Literally, just Googled it for a name. But I've been so sensitive to repetitive or excessive sounds for as long as I can remember. The internet defines it as an involuntary physical or emotional response to selective sounds, such as chewing, eating, or quiet, repetitive sounds. Please bear with me. This taping and moving or torturous to me, and I calmly try to suppress my irate reaction to this behavior of hers that manifests it in all kinds of ways. She does know that it irritates me and can get offended when I ask her to sit still or quiet and taping. Understandable, but it's so hard to sit and eat with someone while they're tapping their toes or swinging their legs under the table. Okay, so let me get this straight. So he got annoyed. He's getting annoyed because I guess his partner likes to move the table, and you're that's weird. I'll be honest, I don't really understand this then. Let's keep reading. Another thing she does is fart all the time. Another thing she does is fart all the time. They're so benign and don't smell, but they're never ending farts. I feel that my fart shame is knocking her down from her glorious fart pedestal, and I hate that. She is a fully capable woman. She has done a lot of interesting adventures, things in her life that I admire, but she has cold, helpless behavior sometimes. As a person who loves solving problems, I get very annoyed when she acts like she just can't. Then I'll step in to do it, and usually the problem is solved in a matter of seconds or minutes. I think this is just pure laziness that I've come to resent and sometimes associate with her cyclical money woes. Love this girl so much. She's beautiful, funny, adventurous, smart, loving, nurturing, titty, supportive, not the best communicator, but that's for a different sub. So, she's adventurous, you love her, but her communication skills are bad. Okay, I would say it sounds like it's a good woman. It sounds like it's someone you love, but as I was saying earlier, communication is key. It's everything in the relationship. If you can't communicate, what's the point? That's just how I see it. But in terms of her annoying you, it sounds like you get annoyed easily. And it sounds like you need more patience. Sounds like you need more patience for sure. And the part that got to me though, the part that was funny to me was her farting. That part was funny. I don't know. I just find that funny, but that's funny. I'm gonna read the comments. I'm gonna read two. I think they disturbed me, but I wanted to get past them because they seemed frivolous and pretty. I guess those things didn't disturb you at the beginning. If there are many things that annoys you from her, then something is going on. Yeah, he makes a good point. They didn't annoy you from the beginning, but if they annoy you now, I think something's going on. Not necessarily something suspicious. Maybe not. Who knows? Let's read another one. Ooh. Why not? Both YTA and this relationship is doomed. You are dwelling on her flaws instead of dwelling on her assets, which mean in the grand scale of things, her flaws are going to overwhelm her assets. You have flaws she's choosing to overlook too, but she'll stop if you stop. Giving her a reason to, of course, you could choose to dwell on her assets instead of her flaws. She'll be the same person, but you have a happier relationship with her. It's up to you. You have control of this. It's your choice. Yeah, that's true. You have flaws too. Nobody's perfect. You know, everybody has flaws. But yeah, this guy makes a point here. Instead of dwelling on her assets, you shouldn't dwell on her flaws. Instead, but you're dwelling on her flaws instead of dwelling on her assets. My man, what is wrong with you? But like this guy says, her flaws are going to develop her over her assets. I don't know. I don't know. But I think it's interesting though, for sure. I don't even know what I would do in that situation. But let me know what you guys think down below. And if you guys want part 2 of reading stories or reading crazy relationship stories, drop a like in the bottom.